This video is sponsored by PoTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, even the Fusion Strike stuff. So be sure to head over to the website PoTownStore.com and use that coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Also, head over to cardsmarket.com if you're a European player. This website is fantastic. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need to buy new ones. Use the referral name ZapDoesTCG and you're helping out the channel tremendously. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com. This website is fantastic when you create your own unique custom playmat. They ship worldwide, and of course right now you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So start creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. So thanks for sticking with the commercials. Let's get this video on the roll. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about new cards from Brilliant Stars. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure of course to subscribe. You're going to get daily content, and I'm talking about the Pokemon TCG every single day. We're doing gameplay, booster openings and all that. So if you're new, be of course sure to of course join the Discord server as well. We talk about Pokemon TCG every single day. So Brilliant Stars, we already know that it comes out on the 25th of February, which is super nice. I'm very eagerly looking forward to the new mechanic. V-Star abilities or attacks in that sense are going to be fantastic. There's of course once during your turn, actually once during a game, you can activate your V-Star move or a V-Star ability, and that's going to be good because they have bonker effects. Sometimes, like if we already talked about Arceus V-Star being able to fetch out 2 cards instantly from the deck just with an ability. Insane, that's for sure. If you want to learn more about Arceus V-Star, Charizard V-Star, and a couple of cards that we're already getting from Brilliant Stars, be sure of course to click that link in the description. You're gonna get a lot of information right there. Today we're going to be talking about new cards, new revealed cards that we're going to be getting in Brilliant Stars. Of course, at the end of February, we're going to be opening up a booster box, showcasing a lot of great things from Brilliant Stars, and it will change up the meta quite a little bit. So we are here over at Poke Beach, and also at one specific point in the game, in the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Okay. Let's get this adventure started. We're going to be going over these cards, and we already see we are getting a Torterra line. So they are actually going hand in hand with the video games. Brilliant Diamond, of course, is just out. BD Brilliant Diamond, and also the Pearl variant as well. So maybe you guys have played those games. They are remakes from Diamond and Pearl, and Diamond and Pearl is one of those nostalgic games for me because I've played Platinum non-stop. Very cool region, Sinnoh region. As we can see, there is a Grottle. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it and put it in your hand. So this is like Sunshine Gray's ability from the Grovyle that we got back in the days of Lost Thunder. Who remembers those days? I remember playing a tournament with Sceptile GX, and that was a very great ability. So you can get multiple grass Pokemon out of the deck, flying it out, which is good. The problem I see with this card is that it has 100 HP and not 90 HP, and that's something I really don't like here because with of course 100 HP, it means it's not searchable with Levelball, and I love of course searching out a lot of cards with Levelball. So yeah, that's it for this card. Not too great because at this point Torterra is actually an interesting Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for every evolution Pokemon you have in play. So very similar like Nidoqueen we had back in the day. So 50 damage for every evolution. Let's say all of your Pokemon are evolution Pokemon, which is not, yeah, you can just get of course a couple of these Turtwix in play, and then all these Grottles search out each other, right? Which is actually not bad. You have one Grottle, you evolve into another Grottle, you search the ability, you can of course get an entire army off, and then you slap 50 damage for every evolution Pokemon you have in play, adding up to 300 damage for 2 energies. That could be an interesting one-price deck. We should definitely check that out because you can also 2-shot VMAXs, uptrade, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna figure out if Torterra also has a ridiculous 190 HP, and don't forget that Umbreon VMAX is still weak to grass, as well as Galarian Moltres V. Next is Shaymin V. Ooh, look at this artwork. It's fantastic. 1 energy, 30 damage, and then its second attack, Revenge Burst. 60 damage. This attack does 40 more damage for every prize card your opponent has already taken. So take that into consideration. Let's say they have taken 4 prize cards. Then you are slapping a whopping, let's see here, 160 plus 60, that is going to be 220, which is not bad. You're going to be able to knock out Evolving V Pokemon if they've taken a reasonable amount of prize cards for only 2 energies. Low maintenance attacker, so that's not too shabby. And there's also, look at this, the Shaymin VSTAR. We've already seen Arceus VSTAR, and this is what they are saying here, the VSTAR power. Its V-Star power is something I'm going to talk about first because I think it's very good. You may use this ability to heal 120 damage of each of your grass-type Pokemon. Of course, the V-Star abilities can only be used once during a game, so time them wisely, but healing of 120 on everything is very, very cool. Definitely with a lot of spread in the format right now. And there's also the attack Revenge Burst, the same attack that the Shaymin V has, but a little bit buffed up. 120 damage plus 40 more for every prize card the opponent has already taken, so take that into consideration. If they've taken 4 prize cards, you are slapping 280 damage for 2 energies, so not too shabby on this card for sure. Will it see play? I am not too convinced yet because it's weak to fire, and fire gets, of course, a lot of energy acceleration back with a very bunker stadium card, so I don't know if the weakness is going to be impactful for the Shaymin VSTAR. Moving forward, there's also the Infernape here. For 1 regular energy, 1 fire energy, you're slapping 80 damage. Actually times. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 80 more damage for every energy revealed in that way. Then discard those energies and shuffle the other cards back. So you don't discard everything, not like with Sandaconda meme deck. This guy, you could be using Rotom Phone, you could be using Oranguru to put a card on top of the deck. For 1 energy, if you just, let's just say you have 2 energies you slap, you're 2-shotting VMAXs, right? So all these Sinnoh starters do have a little bit of potential. The problem is here, you're gonna have to rely on the rare candy. With of course the Torterra, it's way easier because the Grottle has a very good ability. Moving forward, there's also an Empoleon. Of course, if you guys are a fan of Empoleon, Empoleon had some bonkers cards back in the days. I think it was during the days of Next Destinies, the Dark Explorers, if I'm not mistaken. That was a very bonkers Empoleon. Once during your turn, discard is in your discard pile, and you have no cards in hand. Let's say you have empty hand. You can make sure you can do that with Galarian Articuno sometimes. You can use it with Galarian Meowth to just empty your hand. There's going to be an Ultra Ball reprint coming. There's Quick Ball. There's a lot of ways which you can empty your hand. You can play a deck with a lot of items as well. So if that happens, you can just play this card from your bench instantly. You can just, from the discard pile, don't even need the Prinplup or the Piplup. Instantly slap it from the discard pile onto the bench. Ridiculous. And then you have a stage 2 in play, which has an attack. This attack does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Not the greatest attack in the world, but will allow you to draw cards. It's very similar like the Beedrill that we've seen before that, of course, allows you to draw 3 cards and stuff. Will it see play? 60 snipe, finishing some stuff off? I don't know. I'm more convinced, like, if I see them all combined, I think Torterra is the one that I'm looking at that is the most playable, I would say, because of the Grottle, and you can also have EXP share going around. So, and there's also the Cherrim, which isn't a grass evolution, so Torterra is the best out of the bunch for now. Then, of course, Lumineon V. You might say, what is this crazy fish? Well, Tapu Lele GX is back. Wonder Attack is back. That ability was very great. If you slap this Lumineon down, you can search your deck for any supporter you want. So finding supporters with an ability is strong. We have Quick Ball, we're gonna get Ultra Ball, so lots of ways to search out the favorite supporter. You can clunk your deck up with a couple of supporters, one-off supporters that you want to be using, and then you can just find them instantly. Let's say, little tiny example, I know you're not going to be playing this in Fusion Strike decks, but let's imagine in a world where you are playing this, you can just play 1 Alessa Sparkle in your deck, instead of like relying on Rotom Phones and Pokegears and all that stuff to find Alessa Sparkle, slapping down Lumineon, finding Alessa Sparkle and using it. Very cool. Also, games will be won by Quick Ball, Lumineon, Balsasaurus, right? There's a great ability right here. I think it's going to be on the power level scale of Jirachi EX back in the day of the Plasma era, just because of the fact that 170 HP is not too impressive right now. I know people are still using Crobats to draw cards, but 170 is a liability as of late because everybody's KOing that. It's also weak to Lightning. I don't know if Jolteon VMAX will still be as bonkers as ever, but yeah, Jolteon will love eating that up. But this is Wonder Attack. Tapu Lele GX's ability is back, and it's called Luminous Sign. Okay, next is Cynthia's Aspiration. Yeah, that's a new Cynthia card. Unfortunately, it's not like shuffle your hand and draw 6. It actually is draw cards until you have 5 cards in hand. But if somebody got knocked out during your opponent's last turn, if a Pokemon got knocked out, you're going to be drawing until you have 8 cards instead. Drawing cards until you have 8 is very good. I could see the scene play in Malamar, although Bruno is also a great supporter that allows you to get like 7 fresh cards. This could be even better, so very cool for the Malamar decks. I don't know if you will use it in any other decks, but this saves resources, doesn't shuffle, and also doesn't discard, so it just draws. So an additional supporter that we are getting. Very, very cool, and of course Brilliant Stars. The thing I love here is the Lumineon, very, very good because of the fact that you can fetch any supporter that you want. Moving forward, there's always more cards up on the horizon here. There's the 414 cards from the Start Deck 100 reveal. So the official Japanese Pokemon TCG website has revealed all cards. Most of these cards are reprints. There are 17 alternate art reprints and 35 brand new cards, and that's the cards we are going to be checking out today. Okay, moving a little bit down here, there's of course a cool reprint of Bolton from Fusion Strike. Look at these different artworks. There's Boss's Orders. Why am I talking about Boss's Orders, right? Boss's Orders is busted. There's a lot of games that end with Boss's Orders. But look at this regulation mark. The regulation mark is F. That means we are, of course, getting Boss's Orders for another 2 years, which is good. So bossing around. Same, of course, for Professor's Research. So we're still keeping research, we're still keeping Boss's Orders. So if you have full arts of these, hang on to them. You can be playing them for another 2 years. How fantastic is that? Also, the artwork of the basic energies looks pretty damn nice, I would say. Like, they glitter and stuff. Love that. Okay, reset legality. So Boss's Orders, as we've seen. Rare Candy, also still part of the squad for another 2 years. Great Ball as well. And Crushing Hammer. No, I don't like Crushing Hammer, but control people also need their cards, right? Okay, moving forward, the brand new cards. There is Zarude V. 30 damage, and there's also 30 to one of the opponent's bench Pokemon. So basically like Jet Punch. This guy has Jet Punch, folks. 30 to the active. You can actually knock out Houndours with this. Little side note. Jungle Rage is 120 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a V Pokemon, 240 instead. 240 for 3 energies. You can set that up with Rillaboom. Who knows? This is not a bad card for Rillaboom decks. 240. Okay, trying to like knock out V Pokemon before they are able to evolve. Next is Entei. I am not an illusion. Okay, Entei V is actually just like Suicune V. And we're also going to be seeing a Raikou V here as well. They all have the fleet-footed ability. Unfortunately, Entei is not that fleet-footed because of the fact it has a 3 retreat cost. So Air Balloon does not work on this fella, but with Cape of Toughness it is having 280 HP, just like something like a Zamazenta, which is good. It also has the same attack, the Burning Rondo, 20 damage plus 20 more for every bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Very, very, very good card. This will be useful in a handful of decks. If you're playing the Fire-type decks, they have, of course, access to extra consistency with Fleet-footed, and they also have the crazy Stadium card, which allows you to accelerate energies. I know you get damage on yourself, but who cares? This is going to be a good card, whatever you say. Next is, Torkoal, that is never useful. Simisear V. Why are they giving Simisear love? Who knows? 20 damage, you may attach up to 2 basic energies from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. So you can have energy acceleration. And then 90 damage, this attack does 30 more for every energy attached to your opponent's active. Yeah, like a psychic attack, I would say, but I'm not too keen on this card. I know if you go second, you have energy acceleration, but you leave this guy wide in the open, and Mew VMAX eats that up efficiently. Then there is Kingler V, 200 damage, 30 to itself, and then flip a coin of heads, search your deck for 5 water energy, and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Oh boy. So flip a coin, you can use Glimwood Tangle for that attack. If it's heads, search your deck for up to 5 water energy from your deck and attach them to wherever you want. Why is this still not good enough? Well, let me tell you, we have Frostmoth for water energy, we have Melanie for water energy, we have Frostlass for water energy acceleration. Too many options, and Kingler is just 50-50 or maybe 75% at best. If you're using Glimwood Tangle, you might even whiff out on Glimwood Tangle. But then there's Kingler VMAX. Look at this. The cool thing is that there's an F regulation mark, which means that we will still be getting some VMAXs even when Brilliant Stars is around. This guy is able to search your deck for 5 energy and attach it to your Pokemon anyway. Okay, this guy does it without the coin flip. Makes sense. And then 240 does 30 to itself. So it's like a buffed up Kingler. I am not too fan of this card. 240 is interesting, but there are better Pokemon that can do that damage output. If you want to use that damage output, you might as well play Zacian V, right? There's a Staryu! Hoya! Okay, there's Pikachu V for the Pikachu collectors out there. 100 damage if you discard all lightning, 120 more, so 220 for 3 energies. Interesting Pikachu, could slap a reasonable amount of damage. And Raikou! Oh, Raikou gives me some like vibes of Pokemon Colosseum. I don't know if you guys played that on the GameCube. It was a fantastic game. So we have Fleet-footed. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may draw a card. We've already seen it. And then the Lightning Rondo, 20 damage plus 20 more for every bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. You could see this team play on something like Rayquaza, early lead, slapping some damage. Why not? You have stuff like Speed Lightning to draw some more cards. This is actually not bad. We've seen that Suicune with Inteleon works out. Maybe this works out as well. This only has 200 HP but has a 1 retreat cost. So let's see. Interesting. What else? There's a Mewtwo, which is very bad, but it has a very cool artwork. Look at that one. Very menacing Mewtwo. There's Gramble V. This attack does 10 more for every damage counter on this Pokemon. So it has the counter attack with, of course, the new Twin Energy. Actually, the double Turbo Energy, I would say. You could be using this for every damage counter, slapping more damage. And then also 190. Not a great card, I would say. Moving forward, there is a Flygon line. This attack does 50 damage for every energy and your opponent's active retreat cost. So it's like Leafeon's attack, but a 50 multiplier, but as a 1 prizer. 50 is not enough, unfortunately. Unfortunately, not good enough. And then there's Liepard. Don't sleep on this card. It has the full moon in the background as looking around, of course, the big city life. But why is this card good? It has the trade ability. Literally trade, as translated as trade. It's not like make do, it's trade from Zoroark. Discard a card from hand and then draw 2 cards. This is also stackable. If you get an army out, it's good. It is not searchable with level ball because it has 100 HP, but it is, of course, playable in Eternatus. And I think this will put Eternatus as a very good deck. Once again, you could be running less Crobat Vs, which are liabilities, and instead going for like 4 Great Ball, 4 Level Ball, 4 Quick Ball, get an army of these little Purloins out, and then on the second turn, evolve, trade, evolve your Umbreon, Gussing, attack. It's gonna be great with of course the Eternatus deck. Other than Eternatus deck, I don't think it's gonna be better than Make Do, because Make Do is Cinccino is searchable with level ball, but in Eternatus, just specifically Eternatus, is going to be brokenly good. Okay, moving forward, there is a Grimmsnarl in here. For every Darkness Energy test to this Pokemon, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponents. It's like Dhelmise VMAX is its attack for Darkness Pokemon, not good enough. There is a more Pico V, which is hangry. He's very hangry. What does it do? Bite and run, hit and run, by the way. And then 120 damage if you played Marnie's Pride from your hand. You slap 120 more. 3 energies is a little bit much, right? You might as well play like Galarian Moltres if you want to be doing that output. So not a good card. I wonder what the Marnie card is, by the way. Marnie's Pride, we're going to be seeing that shortly. There's Aggron V, which needs way too many energies to attack. And it has a retreat cost of 4. If the opponent already has damage counters 300. How do you get so many metal energies on here? You could go for Bronzong Metal Saucer, and by the time you're getting off an attack, you will probably already be a lot of prize cards behind. So moving forward, there's Aggron VMAX, 270 and 30 damage to itself, and then its first attack, discard the top card of your opponent's deck and 150. Very cool artwork. I like Aggron. It brings me back of the Hoenn days. There is a Excavalier. Takes 100 less damage from your opponent's V Pokemon. And it's still gonna get knocked out. Brave Blade, I don't care. Knocked out. There's a new Zamazenta V. You can use this ability. You can only use this ability and then your turn ends. Okay, yeah, makes sense. If you use the ability, your turn ends and you can discard your hand and draw 5 cards. It's like sort of like the Dene, but your turn ends. This is an interesting card, by the way. Early game, getting energies into discard pile. Yeah, interesting card. Also slaps 120 damage plus 30 more for every prize card your opponent has already taken. Similar like the Shaymin we've seen. There is Haxorus, which is 2-shotting, but we don't have double dragon energy, so entirely bad. It's also a stage 2, so unfortunately there's that. Okay, what else? There's a Hawlucha, which is bad. There's Drampa V. Look at this fella, looking great. 20 damage, draw 2 cards, and 160, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Not too keen on this card either. Next is Team Yell's Cheer. So control lovers out there, I can see you. Here we have him. Shuffle up to 3 and any combination of Pokemon and supported cards back into your deck from the discard pile. Yeah, control players will definitely love this. Getting, of course, more supporters back. Is it better than Palpad? I don't know. You can also not recover this card, by the way, except for Team Yell's Cheer. So you cannot have, of course, the Lusamine loops of back in the day. Not possible with Team Yell's Cheer. So you can. I wonder if it maybe a one-of in control, I would say. Then there's Barry, drawing 3 cards. This is the new hop. Again, get out of here. And then there's Marnie's Pride. Ooh. Yeah, very interesting artwork. And she's holding a Dusk Ball. Will we get a Dusk Ball reprint? Who knows? But it attaches a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Isn't this like Bead? I think Bead is from the hand, I think. Either way, extra energy acceleration. VMAXs typically have like 1 or 2 energy retreat attack costs, so this could be interesting. So these are all the new cards that they probably will be sliding into our Brilliant Star set. I don't know how many cards we're going to be getting in Brilliant Stars, but these new artworks and new attacks definitely gets my heart pounding, because I love, of course, creating new decks. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, you're gonna get daily content. I'm gonna be talking about more Brilliant Stars information very, very shortly. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out so much. And let me know your opinion down below. Which was the favorite card that I revealed today? For me personally, it's going to be the one and only reprint of Tapu Lele GX, aka Lumineon V. Also, be sure to head over to our sponsors. If you're looking for TCG code cards, use, of course, PokemonStore.com, the best website to create your own unique custom playmat. Use the coupon code TCG for 5% on everything on the website. Get Fusion Strike codes, promo codes, etc. Also, go check out cardsmarket.com. If you're a European player, you can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name TCG when creating an account. Start selling today. Also, there's yourplaymat.com, the website to create your own unique custom playmat. Click the link in the description and you get 10% off your order. They ship worldwide, so you can make whatever playmat you always dreamed of. Make sure it's a high, big image, so it's not like shrinked a little bit. So make sure it's a high quality wallpaper, and that's going to be turning out fantastically. Top-notch quality. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG happiness. As mentioned, the talk and the discussion continues over at my Discord channel. It's also in the description below. Have a fantastic day, fellas, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.